Hi guys, Gareth here and welcome to this Vinoplonk production. Yes, what am I saying about? Basically, long story short, I was tinkering around my YouTube settings and I was going to change my name to Vinoplonk because that's my handle or username or what have you, or tag, whatever you want to call it, all over the place on the internet. However, I then realised that my URL is Gareth Archer, so changing my name to Vinoplonk is... But what I found out you can do is you can put a nickname in between your name if you want to, or you can put a nickname. So I've called myself Gareth Vinoplonk Archer. Why not, I thought. The problem with it is I did for a minute or two change my name to Vinoplonk, just simply Vinoplonk, and I then changed it to Gareth Vinoplonk Archer. And because of that, it's going to take a while for the changes to appear. Some reason, basically YouTube is saying, oh, people in the real world don't change their name this often, so you have to wait some time. What? So they're sanctioning you for changing your name in quick succession because you don't do it in the real world that often? You can't sanction people online for the same sanctions you'd have in real life. It doesn't work. Anyway, with that out of the way, I'd like to say a massive thank you to everybody who supported me on that last video. Bloody hell, I did not expect that amount of support. Bloody hell, thank you very much, guys. And I was extremely hesitant to do that video. And now that I've done the video, and that it's off my chest, now that it's out in the open, I am so much more happy about that. And I can actually, you know, if ever that he pops up and tries to do things, then... You know, that video got 76 views, it's got 7 likes, 3 dislikes, we know who that is, and just thank you very much, guys. Now, I will say there are some comments on there in which I'm highly suspicious that it's him. There's a couple of comments on there with somebody pretending that they know Matthew Mills, walking around Manchester, that sort of stuff. That's probably him. All I'm going to say to people at this point is be very, very careful when someone pops up on your YouTube video in your comment section. You have no idea who they are. Be very wary, extremely wary. I'm not just saying about Matthew. I'm talking about it could be anybody. It's so easy to make multiple accounts on YouTube and for you to wear a mask of a different person, different sex, different gender, different racial... different race, different everything, you know. Just be careful. That's all I say is on the internet, be very careful who you're speaking to unless you know who you're speaking to, so to speak. So there you go, that's my 2 pence worth out of that and that, what have you. Right, the third thing I have to say, there's actually another announcement, but I'm not going to announce that just yet because some things still need to happen. By the way, I'm recording this on a OnePlus 3T. My Sony Xperia XZ Premium is currently in my dad's possession. And this weekend I could be getting another phone. More on that in a future video if it happens. You know, if it all comes to fruition, I will tell you what's happening. If it doesn't happen, I'll still tell you what's happening. But just to sort of tell you, it's between an S8 Plus and a Note 8, just to put that out there, depending on what happens. But, you know, me saying this right now, just pretend I haven't said anything, because it may not happen. It's just me spitballing. There are reasons why this is happening, and I'll get to those reasons when and if it happens. If it doesn't happen, I'll probably still explain what's going on, but, you know, I'll sort of say, this is what happened. To be honest, if it doesn't happen, you know, shit happens or shit doesn't happen, as they say. It's just one of those things. So the other announcement I have is I've rekindled a friendship. Now, I did want to make a dedicated video about this. However, my filming room right now is inundated with boxes because my mum and sister are moving soon, and as a result, we've got some boxes in our spare room. Sat there waiting for them to be picked up. So until probably this weekend, my filming room was out of action, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video like this. So in my last video, I spoke about being more positive and, you know, trying to be the change you want to be. I didn't say that in the last video, but that's a saying that I do like to abide by. Be the change you want to be. And in that video, when I said about being positive and all that kind of stuff, one of the things the undertones I was sort of speaking about is I wanted to right some wrongs I've personally made. And one of the biggest wrongs I did back in the day was to piss off a friend that I actually, to be honest, for quite some time held quite dear. Shut up, mouse. Yes, we have a mouse. We're looking at ways of getting rid of it. Anyway, we have several mice, to be completely honest, but yeah, we're looking at ways of getting rid of it humanely / so it doesn't stink up the house. Anyway, moving on, shall we? So, yeah, I wanted to right some wrongs. Now, me and this friend fell out years ago. We haven't spoken for 4 or 5 years now, and we were friends for 4 or 5 years. We fell out because of some of the things that were said, to be completely honest. And I've wanted to rekindle my friendship with this person for years, to be honest, but I didn't know there was some agents going around making that a bit more difficult. More on that in a minute. So the person I've rekindled my friendship with was doing a live stream on Monday to commemorate their 7th anniversary on YouTube. 7 years on YouTube. In fact, their 7 years on YouTube was actually this Sunday. But they did a live stream on Monday. And I popped into that live stream and I said, you know, happy anniversary or congratulations or whatever you want to call it. No hard feelings. Let's bury the hatchet. Life's too short for this kind of thing. Now, there was somebody in the chat who basically turned around to the streamer and said, it's a fake. This person's a fake. The Gareth in the chat is a fake. Block him. So the streamer did. The person doing the stream blocked me. I then got in touch with a mutual friend between me and this person and said, look, can you pass message over to this person that I'm actually being deadly serious. I want to rekindle our friendship, all that kind of stuff. So we've been speaking on Skype for the last 2-3 days, and we are now friends again. You know, bygones be bygones. Who am I talking about? Believe it or not, it's James Johnson, my DVD reviews. So I have for a long time now wanted to get back in contact with James. But I didn't realise that the person who was in the chat, you know, saying to James, oh, block him, this person's fake. Let's just say he's been poisoning the water all over the place. He's been, as the expression goes, whispering in James's ear over the last year or two, saying to James, you know, don't get back in contact with Gareth, all this kind of stuff. And also he's been saying to me, when I was friends with this person, said to me that James has no interest in getting back in touch with you. He thinks you're one of the biggest trolls in the world. So yes, basically I didn't realise that there was somebody poisoning the well, so to speak. But yes, that's one of the announcements, is that me and James are friends again. And, you know, that's actually a really positive, good thing, that me and James are friends again. And of course, you know, in the next couple of days, could be getting a new phone. We'll see where things go with that, depending on what happens and all that jazz. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to do a quick video to say thank you very much for the support, so that me and James are now friends, and to speak about, you know, that my name's probably going to be changing soon on YouTube. But once again, guys, I've said this more enough in this video, but I can't say it enough. Thank you very much for the support. You're a very patient audience, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra.